go to our next speaker.
Hi, good evening. My name is Jill Bauer. I'm from Columbia, Illinois, and I have been a season ticket holder since day one. You talked about that you've seen around St. Louis. Well, today I wore the only jersey that matters.
Mike.
20 years ago, I put a lot of faith in the NFL by sending a check to some P.O. box for the right to buy a seat in a stadium that wasn't built for a team that wasn't even here. And the NFL delivered. Today, the NFL is considering letting Stan Kroenke move the team back to Los Angeles. I want to know how closely it's going to follow its own guidelines in this process. Are you going to do what's fair? Are you going to do what makes the most sense? Or are you going to let an owner buy his way into what he wants, no matter how it impacts a city full of fans who has supported this team since day one, financially and emotionally, through many, many bad seasons? And please do not even insinuate that Stan Kroenke and the Rams worked diligently and in good faith to obtain and maintain suitable stadium facilities in their home territories. Please do not even insult me or the city or anybody in this room.
Come on.
My question is this: are you going to throw out 3 NFL cities to satisfy one? And if the NFL does not value St. Louis enough to keep the Rams here, what kind of message are you sending to Cleveland and Jacksonville and Detroit and Carolina? Smaller markets and many without the support the Rams have in St. Louis. I want you to look me in the eye and tell me what my loyalty is worth to the NFL. If you could please do that.
Jill, we had a chance to say hello when you came in, and I know you sent me an email. I don't think it hit my box, but I think I gave you my new email.
Yes, I'll send it another one tomorrow.
There are a number of questions that you voiced, so I'm going to do my best to try to get to the heart of what I think you were asking. And no, I'm not going to look you in the eye and try to blow smoke. The relocation guidelines, they're not a checklist that gives you an answer at the end. We are not the voters. The 32 owners are the voters. These are subjective things. When you ask the question, has someone negotiated in good faith? I've been working around the NFL for 25 years. I've been an employee for almost 10 or 11. In the stadium negotiations that I've seen and been a part of, sometimes the owners are directly involved and sometimes they're not. The recipe for success is to produce a project which is attractive. There's a role for the league when an owner either doesn't want to engage or chooses not to because that's a negotiating style. And that role for the league is to do our best to negotiate in the place of the team. And that's what we've been doing. This is not the first time we've done it. This won't be the last time we've done it. And a number of places we've done it have teams in stadiums. I don't want to predict what happens here, but you have a right to expect that people will negotiate in good faith. And we can put the pieces together to do that. But I don't want to speak for any particular individual. And frankly, I don't really care whether any particular individual is at the table or not. I care what is the end product.
I guess my problem with the whole negotiation piece of it is that I feel like these guidelines were put in place so that owners couldn't just pick up in the middle of the night with a moving truck and move out of a town that was supporting them financially in every other way. I mean, to me, that's what these guidelines were put in place for, and I don't think Stan Kroenke has met one single one of them. And for that reason, I don't understand why he's even being considered for LA. He hasn't even gotten to the point where he should be considered for LA. That's my point.
Well, thank you for the time.
Thank you.
Love you, Mom.